Hello, hello, hello. What the heck? Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning to you. And you, and you, and you. How's everybody doing in this beautiful Monday? Monday morning. Monday, October 6th. Welcome to Blue Witch Presents Coffee Break with Laura González. That's me, that's my name. I'm Laura González. And I welcome you to the coffee break. We're going to do some tarot and we're going to do some oracles. So I hope everybody's having a good Monday. And I have a little bit of a headache. No good. But, second cup of coffee again. Second cup of coffee is decaf. I learned my lesson Friday. I was like this all day. So, we're going to have the Halloween Oracle. We're going to have the Unbridled Tarot. We're going to have the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. We're going to do the Gospel of Aradia Oracle. And we're going to do the Bee Tarot. I'm a bee. Congrats to Christopher Hughes, whose program on the dead won a BAFTA award yesterday. So congrats to dear Christopher Hughes on winning that prize. Him and the production, I guess, of the program. Cheers to that. Uy, it's hot. Hello, marvelously Marissa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let us begin. What the heck? My voice, always doing this. Let us begin with the Bee Tarot. See what the Bee Tarot has for us today. Hello, Cindy Swims. It's been a while. It's been a minute, Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's do the thing. May the divine let us see what we need to see and that information be used for the greater good. And we have the Ten of Wands reverse. Hello, Masas Mundo. So Ten of Wands reversed. Let's see what the Bee Tarot has for us today. Oops, I almost put my eye out. Ten of Wands, jars once. Ten of Wands. This is the card. This is what it looks like. That's what the bumblebees outside on my yard look like. With the pantaloons. With their full pantaloons. This one came out reversed for us today, okay? The burden that you feel has seeped into your body and your health might be suffering as a consequence. The weight that you carry is too much for your shoulders. You must find a way to unburden yourself. Delegate or share how you feel with those that you trust and love. You know who? We just did that with each other. And I love you. So, the burden that you feel has seeped into your body, and your health might be suffering as a consequence. The weight that you carry is too much for your shoulders. You must find a way to unburden yourself. Delegate or share how you feel with those that you trust and love. So that's our first card for today. You outed yourself. And yes, it was Masa and I. And I love you back, my darling. Salud, cafecito. And just to inform you, remind you that we have class on Sunday. We have Ixcuinan-Tlazolteotl to match the season, matching the Oxpanistli season. We're going to be a little bit out of the month, a few days, but it doesn't matter. We still have that energy coming. I did come down with strep, so it's not wrong about the health part. And Yadira Vargas says, hi. Hi, Yadira. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think the I think the healthy thing applies for me too. I haven't been feeling all that well. Hello, Alexa. Good nabbing. Just you and me here on Facebook. Well, it's just you and me here on Facebook, but you know, Facebook and Insta, they are communicating through us. Let's see what the Gospel of Aradia has for us today. Ritual. The card of ritual. I will tell you more about the class on Sunday. It's going to be a really good class. Resistance, ritual. There it is. I don't know what happened to my voice. I've been okay all morning and I come here and it goes all crazy. Ritual. Rituals give our lives positive touchstones. Be grateful for what you have. Starting or ending the day with a simple ritual brings peace and inspiration. Rites of passage are important to our growth. Marking successes and celebrating milestones give life meaning and joy. We join in flesh and heart and song, dancing our connection, whirling away our wrong. The same way, repeated amongst our kind, passed down through blood, magic for all time. This is so nice. Hello, Fuertes allá. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I repeat, rituals give our lives positive touchstones. Be grateful for what you have. Starting or ending the day with a simple ritual brings peace and inspiration. Rites of passage are important to our growth. Making successes and celebrating milestones give life meaning and joy. We join in flesh and heart in song, dancing our connection, whirling away our wrong. The same way, repeated amongst our kind, passed down through blood, magic for all time. So that is the Gospel of Aradia. And I was telling you guys the class for Sunday, we're going to be talking about Ixcuinan-Tlazolteotl. Thank you to everybody that signed up already to the class. I'm so happy because a lot of people signed up for this class already. However, I wish you all come to those classes. They are so beautiful and so important that we all understand this Cihuateteoh and that we tap into the meaning, teachings, learning of the Cihuateteoh, pulling the thread from the past into building a tapestry into the future, understanding our life and life situations through an indigenous lens, and then of course passing that down to ourselves and then to future generations. And what people often ask me is if these aren't closed practices. And believe me, anything that is closed, I'm not going to be teaching publicly. What is closed, and you have to learn a different way. But what I teach on this Cihuateteoh classes is not closed. And we are about to wrap up this year with the colonizing the goddess. Next year, we're going to be learning the Tonalpowali. So stay tuned for Tonalpowali classes coming through on 2026. And 2027 is going to be a 2-year program for that one. Whoop! The way this card stuck to my hand. The Empress. Thank you, goddess. Thank you, thank you. Uh, she's not the best looking in the cards. She's the mama. She's the mama of one of the ghouls. The Empress. The Empress. Such a beautiful card for us to have today on a Monday. Let me tell you what I think about the Empress. She's abundance, she's prosperity, she's wealth, she's motherhood, she's care, she is her well-being on the material world. But let's see what the Nightmare Before Christmas defined the Empress. This is a call for compassion. Being patient and kind with yourself and others will get you further than any other approach. Now it's a great time to nurture and indulge your creative impulses. And staying grateful will help you keep a positive, healthy outlook. I like it. It's more on the motherhood side. This is a call for compassion, being patient and kind with yourself. With yourself. You hear that? This is a call for compassion, being patient and kind with yourself and others will get you further than any other approach. Now's a great time to nurture and indulge your creative impulses, and staying grateful will help you keep positive, healthy outlook. And she is the mom. She's the mom. She's our earthly mother, or in this case, our ghoulish mother. And yeah, oh look who we have here. I just love him. I am crazy for Jack Skellington. For those who didn't know, there are a number of Jack Skellington hanging in my house all year round. All year round, not just for Halloween, you know. He's here the whole year. And so guys, besides the class coming on Sunday for Ixcuinan-Tlazolteotl, I'm gonna do 2 podcasts this year on Day of the Dead. The first one is gonna go live on Monday, Origin and Traditions of the Day of the Dead, with the folks from Ebsat, Ebsat. And you can go through bluewitch.org and click on the calendar, and that will take you to where you can listen and see us Monday at 7, which coincidentally is going to overlap with our Lunatic Mondays this Monday. Of course, Lunatic Mondays is pre-recorded, and we have Judika as a guest for Lunatic Monday. So 2 opportunities to have free information through 2 different podcasts. One I'm doing live, talking about Day of the Dead, which the recording will remain. Alexa, you can watch the recording later. And for the Lunatic Mondays, there is also a recording that you can listen to and or watch later, because we produce a video as well on my YouTube. So different ways to come to my offerings that I do for free, because not everything has to be paid, you know. Some offerings I do for free for the community, and those are such like Lunatic Mondays and the podcast. I'm doing 2 this year for Day of the Dead. Monday is the EBSAT, Origin and Traditions of the Day of the Dead, and then on the 25th, there's another podcast, part of the As the Veil Thins, with my sister cousin, granddaughter Crow, and she and I be talking about the origin, the indigenous origin of Day of the Dead, that you might really want to get into and understand. And I give a little couple of tidbits on how to integrate that into your life respectfully without culturally appropriate. So that's interesting. All right, let's see what the Unbridled Tarot has for us today. Wow, wow, wow. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is very similar in energy to the Empress. Just saying. Just saying, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles have very, very, very similar energy. You'll see. I don't know what they write for her on the book. This is she. Look at her, so strong and so regal. I cannot think of other word. I don't like to use words that talk about royalty, but you know, with such agency, let's say it that way, with such pride and agency. Changing our culture begins with changing our language. And if we do with all kind of royal language away, maybe eventually we will do away with colonizer culture. Hello, La Dancy Nancy. Empowerment. Yeah, that is true. Anyway, lights, camera, action. A film crew and director stand aside as noblewoman emerges from a lush vineyard. Vineyard? Vineyard. Riding on horseback, she holds her feathered companion aloft. The scene is whimsical and unexpected. The spirit of the Nine of Pentacles brings about the air of refinement, prosperity, and leisure. There are many ways to find comfort and enjoyment in all we've worked for. Your paradise doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It just needs to be a place or mindset where you can be thankful for all you have. This is the third card today, 3 out of 5, that is emphasizing gratitude and empowerment, nurturing of self. We really need to focus on taking care of ourselves, my darlings. Lights, camera, action. A film crew and director stand aside as a noblewoman emerges from a lush vineyard. I can't say it. Riding a horseback, she holds her feathered companion aloft. The scene is whimsical and unexpected. The spirit of the Nine of Pentacles brings about an air of refinement, prosperity, and leisure. There are many ways to find comfort and enjoyment in all we've worked for. Your paradise, listen to this, your paradise doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It just needs to be a place or mindset where you can be thankful for all you have. I have a little paradise on my back patio. My husband and I bought a bunch of those the mums plants that they sell on, I think he found them at Pete's Market, 3 for 20. And they're these big bushy plants, right? They have a lot of flowers. And we were wondering if we have to repot them. And at the end of the day, we decided that we're not going to repot them. We're just going to leave them as they are. But what do you think? Should we repot them? I have always seen those mums on the tiny pots and the big old plant. It's almost like the plant is spilling out of the pot. And my thoughts are that those are intended to be on the ground, but since we don't have ground, we want to just keep them on the pots. What do you all think? It's my first year buying mums. Funny because it's mums. We have a very mothering energy today. We have a very mothering energy of taking care of ourselves, being gentle, being grateful. Alexis says gratitude is the attitude, and I agree. We ought to take care of ourselves. The whole world is already not taking care of ourselves. Yadira says, I would like to know too. They're so pretty. I think they're so pretty, and I think they will be okay on their pots as they are sold, but I really don't know. We're gonna leave them on the pots and just hope for the best. Okay, folks, last card for today. Now, before I remind you that you can always tip the reader, Venmo at bluewitch, Cashapp $0, bluewitch1, or Zelle, bluewitch at bluewitch.org. And trick or treat. That's what we have today. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Mischief and play. Yes, please. As my friends who don't speak English very well will say, trick or treat. I'm not saying this in a bullying way. I just love, one of my friends couldn't say it for her life, and she used to say trick or treat, trick or treat. And I find that very, very, I don't know, there's some tenderness on that accent that refused to leave, because an accent is a mother tongue that refused to let their child go. Another mothering message. A lot of mother energy today. Okay, let's see what the trick or treats say. Should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it might well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfectly every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of irreverent fun. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. Hello, Kim Who. She says, hello, beautiful. I never catch you live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much, my dear friend. So much. You have no idea. Should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it might well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfectly every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of irreverent fun. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. All right, folks, that's it for today. I'm just going to remind you to go to bluewitch.org, sign for their newsletter, get the newsletter, find the clue for the next month, and participate in our scavenger hunt. It will be on the 29th of October when I come and ask you for the clue. Also, you can hire me for any service, online or in person, and you can tip me. I already told you how. And sign for the classes. Sign up for the classes. And a lot of people have asked me, how can we help you? You can help me by tipping me, or you can help me by sharing my work with others. If you like my work, share it with your friends. If you don't like my work, share it with your enemies. But share, share, share. Please share, like, subscribe, the whole shebang. Danke, danke, dear. Danke, danke. Thank you all so much for being here. And until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. Bye bye.